Anxiety is one of the most common human emotions, yet it's also one of the most misunderstood. When people think of anxiety, they often picture panic attacks, nervous sweating, or endless worry. But anxiety isn't just something that goes wrong in the brain. It's a built-in warning system that has helped humans survive for thousands of years. From an evolutionary perspective, fear is a survival mechanism, the brain's way of saying, something might hurt you, prepare to act. That's why fear activates the fight, flight, or freeze response. Your heart rate goes up, your muscles tense, and your senses sharpen. In that moment, your body is getting ready to protect you. The brain structures behind this are incredibly ancient. Deep inside the brain sits the amygdala, a small, almond-shaped area that acts like an alarm bell. When the amygdala senses a threat, it triggers a cascade of reactions through the nervous system and the release of stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. This is automatic. It happens before we even consciously realize what's going on. Most of the time, this system is helpful. It keeps us alert, helps us avoid danger, and sharpens our focus. But sometimes, that same system becomes too sensitive. It starts sounding the alarm when there's no real threat. That's when normal fear turns into anxiety, a false alarm that won't switch off. In anxiety disorders, the fear system becomes overactive or miscalibrated. The body reacts as if something terrible is happening, even when it's not. You might feel your heart pounding, your breathing speeding up, your mind racing, all because the brain's alarm system has mistaken a harmless situation for a life-threatening one. Think about someone who once had a panic attack in a supermarket. Even months later, walking into the same aisle might trigger that same intense fear. That's because the brain has learned to associate that place with danger. This process is called classical conditioning, and it's one of the reasons anxiety can be so persistent. The good news is that what the brain learns, it can also unlearn. That's where psychological therapy comes in, especially cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. CBT helps people understand their fear patterns, challenge catastrophic thoughts, and gradually face the situations they've been avoiding. This technique, known as exposure therapy, teaches the brain that the situation isn't dangerous after all. With repetition, the alarm quiets down. Another powerful approach focuses on acceptance and mindfulness. Instead of fighting anxiety, people learn to observe it without judgment, to let the wave rise and fall without panic. Over time, this rewires the relationship with fear itself. It's important to remember that anxiety isn't the enemy. It's a signal, one that can protect us when it works properly, but overwhelms us when it doesn't. The goal isn't to erase fear, but to learn how to listen to it wisely. So, the next time you feel anxious, try to remember, your body isn't broken, it's trying to protect you. You're just learning how to fine-tune one of the most ancient systems in the human brain. And with understanding, practice, and support, that's exactly what's possible.